There's something magical about seeing a kitchen transformation. You go from outdated, drab, uninteresting to fab. So come with me and I'll show you this one where we took a very outdated 1990s kitchen and brought it into the 21st century while still keeping its traditional roots. Ta-da! Well, here's the after. This is where we landed, and there are some design constraints that led us to this look. Right now, what we're looking at is the before image. And as you can see, those upper cabinets don't go very high. And the homeowner put a few things up there to fill in the space. And you and I know they both act as dust collectors, right? Another thing that the homeowner was stuck with is something I call a micro irritant. If you look closely, you can see that the kitchen countertops are made from granite tiles. Now, granite is a nice surface, but tiles mean grout. And a kitchen is not a place where you want to constantly be worrying about cleaning grout. Some of the doors were broken, the handles were hard to use, the blinds, they blocked the light coming in. The sink was a split sink, which means you can't even put a full pot in the sink. Lots of things where we had room for improvement. Now, in this case, the homeowner loved the layout, so we didn't want to make a lot of changes to the flow of the space. They were very accustomed to where things belonged and having the oven in one place and the cooktop in the other place. So the changes that we made were cosmetic and also lots and lots of use improvements. For example, you'll see down below here, we added in a lot of drawers and got rid of the cabinets. You can see that wonderful grouted granite tile in action, the huge cavity that the microwave took up, which the homeowner only uses to heat things like water in. So you don't need a ginormous microwave. We moved the microwave over to the opposite wall. Another thing we did was when we changed out the drawer handles, you'll see that the handles don't have little tails on them. They go straight up and across. And that's to eliminate having your clothes to catch on the edges of the handles, which drives me bananas. Also could be considered a micro irritant. Here are some of the design details that we implemented during this project. The cabinet maker, I noticed, did something called grain matching. Now, grain matching is where from door to door or panel to panel, the pattern or the grain of the wood lines up. That keeps things from looking really cattywampus and crazy. And it also takes a little thought and attention to detail. We utilized quartzite, which is a nice, very hard surface. It's a luxury surface and it's natural. So there's something that a natural material like real wood cabinets, quartzite, or marble countertops, it just lends itself to a much nicer experience when you're using the kitchen. I wanted to point out that the microwave that we moved over to the other side of the kitchen gave us the opportunity to really open up the space where that column was. You can see that light comes in from the nook side of things, but that column acted like a wall and it just stopped the light from coming in. So we gained some space for extra storage and we also brought more light in. And you can see here that we brought the cabinets up higher too. Now, some people will say, well, tall cabinets don't make sense because you can't reach to those upper cabinets. Well, that's where I store my party glasses, the plates I might use for entertaining, a platter that I only pull out for a holiday. There are things that I want in the kitchen that I don't use every day, and having these taller uppers is really handy. You can also see the kitchen here where we really made good use of lower door storage. Oh, one last thing. We changed out the dark wood blinds for lighter louvered blinds. So we have lots of light control because there's a lot of light that comes in up off the lake that the house is near. But we can tilt the blinds up and down, but they're not dark. So it's not sucking the light out of the space. Thanks for coming on the grand tour of the kitchen renovation. I really appreciate your time. I'm trying to build my channel, so if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And I will talk to you soon.